Hey everyone, and welcome back to Evo Health 360. For episode 10, we're going to be diving into something that I think is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's called calisthenics.
Okay.
We're all about health and fitness here at Evo Health 360, so this is right up our alley.
Makes sense.
So have you ever, heard about calisthenics before? Or?
Yeah, I have. And to be honest, I always thought it was just like old school push-ups and squats.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but there's actually way more to it.
Really?
Yeah, like those ancient Spartan warriors?
Oh, yeah. Those guys were ripped.
Exactly. And they were huge fans of bodyweight training like calisthenics.
So no fancy gyms or equipment, just using their own body weight.
Pretty much. Get this, we're going to unlock those Spartan secrets for you today.
All ears.
All right, so first things first, what exactly is calisthenics?
Well, it's all about using your own body weight as resistance.
Okay.
Instead of like weights or machines, you're using gravity and your own body to challenge your muscles. Yeah, and this leads to functional strength.
Functional strength, what's that?
So like weight training often focuses on specific muscles, right?
Right.
But functional strength is more about moving your body as a whole.
Okay.
Like think about carrying heavy grocery bags or playing with your kids.
Yeah.
That's functional strength in action.
So it's about how our bodies actually move in real life.
Exactly. It's not just about how much you can lift in the gym.
Gotcha. So calisthenics is like training for everyday life.
Pretty much. And you know what's cool?
Yeah.
Calisthenics also helps with flexibility.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was mostly for strength.
Well, a lot of calisthenics exercises involve a wide range of motion.
Like what?
Like a deep squat.
Okay.
You're stretching your hamstrings, hip flexors, even your ankles.
Wow, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, and it's also good for endurance.
Endurance too?
Mm-hmm. Exercises like burpees and mountain climbers get your heart rate up.
Oh, okay. So it's like a full body workout.
It is. Strength, flexibility, endurance, all in one.
And all without needing any equipment.
That's the beauty of it. It's accessible to everyone.
I'm starting to see why those Spartans were such fans.
Right. But it's not always easy.
What do you mean?
Well, bodyweight exercises can be tough, especially if you're just starting out.
You can imagine.
Yeah, you got to start slowly and focus on proper form.
Good point.
We'll talk more about that later in the episode.
All right, so we've covered the physical benefits, but what about the mental side of things?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Does calisthenics have any impact there?
For sure, it can be super empowering.
How so?
Well, when you master a challenging bodyweight exercise,
Yeah.
it gives you this sense of accomplishment.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and that can boost your confidence and self-esteem.
Okay.
Plus, the physical exertion releases endorphins.
Those feel-good chemicals.
Exactly. So it's a win-win for both your body and mind.
I like the sound of that. So it seems like calisthenics has a lot to offer.
Oh, yeah. Tons of benefits.
But I'm guessing there are also some common mistakes people make.
You bet. And one of the biggest ones is neglecting proper form.
Oh, yeah. That's tempting. Especially when you're eager to see results.
I know, right? But trust me, bad form can lead to injuries.
So quality over quantity.
Exactly. Start with the basics and really nail that form.
Okay, makes sense. Any other common pitfalls?
Definitely skipping warm-ups.
I'm guilty of that.
So many people do it, but it's crucial for preventing injuries.
All right, so warm-ups are a must. What else?
Rest and recovery.
Oh, yeah. I used to think rest days were a waste of time.
Haha, I hear you, but they're actually essential.
How so?
Your muscles need time to repair and rebuild.
That makes sense. I guess they should be more patient.
It's all about working smarter, not harder.
Okay, so proper form, warm-ups, rest and recovery.
Got it.
Perfect. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of designing a calisthenics routine,
Yeah.
let's take a quick break and remind our listeners.
Yes. Don't forget to subscribe to Evo Health 360 on all your favorite podcast platforms.
And follow us on social media. We're at Evo Health 360 everywhere. All right, we'll be right back with more calisthenics insights.
See you soon.
Okay, so we're back. And I'm ready to get started with building my own calisthenics routine.
Awesome. It's exciting to start putting all this knowledge into practice.
Now, where do we even begin?
Well, one of the most important principles is progressive overload.
Progressive overload.
Yeah. It basically means gradually increasing the challenge over time.
Oh, okay, I get it. So as you get stronger, you need to keep pushing yourself.
Exactly. You wouldn't want to stay at the same level forever. Right?
Yeah, that would get boring.
Exactly. So in calisthenics, you can increase reps, sets, or make the exercises themselves harder.
Okay, I see. So how do we choose the right exercises?
A full body approach is usually best, especially for beginners.
Full body, like working all the major muscle groups.
Yeah. Chest, back, Shoulders, arms, legs, core, the whole shebang.
So no skipping leg day, even with calisthenics.
Nope. Leg day is important no matter what type of training you're doing.
All right, fair enough. So what are some of those essential calisthenics exercises?
Well, the classics are a great place to start. Push-ups, squats, and planks.
Oh yeah, those are familiar.
They're foundational movements and super effective.
But I have to admit, I'm not sure my form is perfect.
That's okay. Proper form is crucial, though, so it's worth taking the time to learn it, right?
How can we do that?
Watch videos, study experienced athletes, or work with a trainer.
Visualizing the correct technique helps a lot too.
For sure. It's like creating a mental blueprint for your body to follow.
Makes sense. So those are the basics, but what else can we add?
For back strength, pull-ups are amazing.
Ugh, pull-ups are my nemesis.
I know they can be tough, but don't worry, there are progressions to help you build up to them.
Progressions?
Yeah, we'll talk about those in a bit. But for shoulders, handstand push-ups are a great challenge.
Handstand push-ups. I could barely hold a handstand.
Exactly. That's where progressions come in. You don't have to start with the hardest variations.
Okay, that's a relief.
Uh,
And for legs?
Lunges and calf raises are great additions.
All right, so we've got a good list of exercises now. What about sets and reps?
Aim for 3-4 workouts per week, full body routines, and 3 sets of 8-12 reps per exercise.
3-4 workouts, full body, 3 sets of 8-12 reps.
Got it. But those progressions you mentioned earlier, I'm curious about those.
Yeah, so progressions help you gradually increase the difficulty of exercises.
Like a stepping stone to the full movement.
Exactly. Let's take pull-ups as an example.
Oh, okay. I'm all ears.
If you can't do a full pull-up yet, start with negatives.
Negative.
You jump up to the top of the bar and slowly lower yourself down.
So it's like practicing the second half of the movement.
Yep. You can also use resistance bands for assistance.
Oh, that makes sense. What about handstand push-ups?
For those, start by practicing handstands against a wall.
Just holding the handstand.
Yep. Focus on building core strength and stability. Then you can start doing partial reps.
Okay, so breaking it down into smaller steps.
Exactly. Progressions make calisthenics accessible to everyone.
That's awesome. I'm starting to feel like I can actually do this.
You totally can. Now let's talk about some advanced techniques. Ooh, advanced techniques. I like the sound of that.
One technique that can really boost your results is isometric training.
Isometric training. What's that?
It involves holding a static position and contracting your muscles without moving.
Like holding a plank.
Yes. Planks, wall sits, even just squeezing your glutes together.
So it's all about holding the tension.
Exactly. It's harder than it sounds, and it builds strength, endurance, and stability.
Especially in the core.
Especially in the core. Plus, it's low impact, so it's good for people of all fitness levels.
That's great. Any other advanced techniques?
Plyometrics.
Plyo what?
Plyometrics. They're explosive movements like jumping squats and clap push-ups.
Oh, okay. I've seen those before. They look intense.
They are. They help develop power, speed, and agility.
So it's like taking your workouts to the next level.
Yeah. But make sure you have a solid foundation of strength before you dive into plyometrics.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Now, I know we talked about motivation earlier, but how do we stay motivated with calisthenics?
Setting realistic goals is key.
So don't try to do too much too soon.
Exactly. Start small and celebrate your progress.
That makes sense. What else?
Find a workout buddy or join a community.
Oh, that's a great idea. Having support makes a huge difference.
It does. And remember, fitness is a journey, not a destination.
So true. It's all about enjoying the process and never giving up.
You got it. Now I want to leave you with a question to think about.
Okay, I'm listening.
How can you use calisthenics not only for physical health, but also for your mental and emotional well-being?
Wow, that's a deep question.
It is. We often focus on the physical benefits, but the mental and emotional ones are just as important.
Yeah, like feeling more confident and resilient.
Exactly. Calisthenics can help you connect with your body and mind on a deeper level.
I love that perspective. So it's about more than just looking good. It's about feeling good, too.
Exactly. Now let's move on to the final part of our deep dive, where we'll discuss common mistakes people make when starting calisthenics and how to avoid them.
Okay, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive into calisthenics. And I'm really starting to see the appeal.
Yeah, it's definitely a powerful way to train.
But like we talked about earlier, there are some common mistakes people make, right?
Definitely. And one we've mentioned a few times already is neglecting proper form.
You know, it's so tempting to just crank out those reps.
It is, but trust me, it's better to do fewer reps with perfect form than tons of reps with sloppy form.
So how do we make sure our form is on point?
Research is key. Watch videos from trusted sources, maybe even work with a trainer if you can.
Makes sense. And visualization can be helpful too, right?
Absolutely. Visualizing the movement before you do it primes your muscles for the correct technique.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What other mistakes should we be aware of?
Skipping rest and recovery.
Oh, man. I used to be so bad about that I thought rest days were for wimps.
Haha. I think a lot of people feel that way. But your muscles need time to recover.
Yeah, I've definitely learned that the hard way.
So listen to your body and don't be afraid to take a day off when you need it.
Okay, good advice.
What else? Don't neglect mobility and flexibility.
That's important for calisthenics too.
Big time. A lot of these exercises require a good range of motion.
So stretching and mobility work are key.
Exactly. It'll help you perform better and prevent injuries.
Gotcha. Any other tips?
Yeah, consistency is huge. Calisthenics is a journey, not a quick fix.
So even a few minutes a day can make a difference.
Absolutely. Just make it a habit and stick with it.
All right, I'm feeling motivated and ready to take on the challenge.
Awesome. Remember, you've got this.
Thanks for all the amazing insights. I've learned so much today.
My pleasure. It's been fun diving deep into the world of calisthenics with you.
And we hope you enjoyed it too, listeners. Don't forget to subscribe to Evo Health 360 on all your favorite podcast platforms and follow us on social media at Evo Health 360.
We've got tons more health and fitness content coming your way.
So stay tuned and keep striving for a healthier, stronger you.